What do you guys think you're gonna hear? Like, that's what I'm actually curious to know.
It could be something new. It could be something classic.
Okay, I'm kind of expecting you to come out of your comfort zone.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna hear growth still.
I think we're gonna hear evolution of an artist, evolution of the culture.
I think people won't expect it to be like what it's gonna be though. It took me like 2 years, you know.
2 years?
Yeah, I've done it over like 2 years.
Headie, man, you got a 4-way interview. You're fucked.
Sir, shake my It's the guitar. I'm gonna stop.
Is that your feeling? Yeah.
Bro,
Is that your feeling?
so
Yeah.
crazy.
Very nice. Very nice. Very
That
nice.
is so crazy. Yeah. Hello. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Fair enough. That's a great intro.
Music.
We're
You
trying.
knew what he was doing with that, didn't you? You
I
know why
want-
you made that number one.
I wanted to like, you know, like blend in a mixture of the past and the future.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So I wrote the melody for like in the beginning without no like direction. I just wrote the melody on its own. So that's what I usually do the intro. Like if I'm doing melody, I just do it like with no instrument on that, and then like I just built the concept from there. Yeah, I wanted it to be balanced, like to be uplifting as well at the same time, especially in the second half.
You said that you don't start any bars with any melody or anything like that. So do you have to work really closely with a producer to kind of like build up the concept, because you've got the bars there, but then it's like you haven't got no melody to it, so you're not writing to music.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of so with this one we had like a lot of like, obviously M1 was involved in it, and because that's like my go-to like kind of producer, and then because we wanted to build out with like the live sounds, we had like a pianist come in, I think that was King Wizard, and like so everyone was just adding like their own like musical element to it to like build it outwards, but it just all started from the melody at the beginning.
That's defamation of character. She wanted to ride like a chariot. I come home first night with a
defamation of character.
I felt the trip with the love of my life. I lied.
He said that's a bad
Some things
thing.
about life.
It's a defamation of character. You alright?
Like a man.
Yeah, I love it. I personally just feel bad for the bad bee. I'm not gonna lie. This is why, ladies, you can't claim somebody who's not claiming you, okay?
I can't lie, the growth is incredible still.
Yeah.
What, is this an album where you're really thinking introspectively? Like, I'm hearing a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of there. There's a lot of detail on this one.
Yeah.
A lot.
That is who you are as an artist, though. I feel like I'm literally there with you.
Can I ask a question? How's Martin?
He's doing alright, you know. He hit us up the other day.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he's there, man.
What's he saying?
He's just there, like he's still doing obviously his same stuff and that. But yeah, I don't think that's ever really gonna change.
I mean, you made it soulful legendary.
Yeah, literally. But Martin's there, man. I hope everything goes well for Martin.
I still know better. I turn it round but feel no better. Turn that 5 sands into my show cheddar. And I was bagging up the sand with my own wetter. Then got my show and all the fans screaming Mo Salah. The beef going off the rails is like a coat hanger. See, Broski was my
Obviously, when the original Know Better was recorded, I had the pleasure of being there, innit?
Yeah.
So I know what the essence of how that was when you recorded it. But the growth of this one, what was the difference in the process?
You know, I felt like the story wasn't ever like really told, really. And I say like it's not really like an ideal situation to like have an interview like and tell like a full. You can't really tell an full detailed story on a situation like that. So I just wanted like everyone to know that like even though like things was all coming across this way, this is all like the knock-on effects. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes people just see Know Better as just like one of your biggest tracks. Everyone just gets gassed to you. But then when you revisit it and kind of like dive deeper a bit into the story, people actually realize, oh no, do you know what? This is real life. This is a serious situation. This is something that you went through. And I wanted to ask, like, how do you deep dive into your thoughts in order to put something like that onto paper?
Yeah. Is it scary to be vulnerable?
Bro, like,
But I don't. You know, it's so funny. Like when if I'm dropping a song like this, I don't even feel like I'm being vulnerable.
I swear.
Because it's the truth. Like that's like actually the thought process. Like what's happening in line with them events.
How did it feel when you actually got your first win from music?
My first win, it felt like progress. It felt like a bit of compensation. You know what I'm saying?
But if you don't want to stop my bag, I ain't even gone through border control. Before I got up, I had to go low. Look for the and walk store. 3 new
Nah, I'm sorry, but that one, I love that one. That was special. And when I was gonna ask who produced it, but then I heard Jim Legacy with the vocals, and I was like, so does that mean that he produced it too? Bro, that guy is insane.
From your perspective, and like after what you've been through, how do you think the powers that be could help the youth more? Because the more the youth are out of the roads, you know, and into music, the more, you know what I mean, it makes everyone's life better.
At the end of the day, it's all like a working system, innit? It's like the guys from inside, like they're trying to rehabilitate, you know what I'm saying? And if someone's taken action before the system's taken action to rehabilitate themselves, because we all know that our country doesn't really have the greatest of rehabilitation. So we can see that this is something that's changing people's lives. That they're coming from being incarcerated and giving themselves a platform to stop reoffending before they're even released. I don't think it's the right thing to do to put something in place to stop that from happening, because there's not really enough being put in place to stop that from happening in the other fields. So stopping a young person from being proactive and starting to rehabilitate themselves first before you do is like counterproductive.
I just wanted to ask, how did you and Jim link up with that track? Like, what was that situation?
I've got a lot of songs with Jim, you know.
Is it?
Like a lot of demos, a lot of stuff. Like I think Jim, like obviously, I like his voice as well.
Yeah.
But I feel like when he because he's so creative and he puts like his own voice into his beats, and it's like it's just a different kind of like sound. I like stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Most doubted, most hated, most grounded, cocaine, heroin. I move mountains for my blood, my family. I move mountains.
Reload it.
Asking God for time, I'm with the people.
Music. Sorry, this is the kind of music that you have in the sun, top down.
Yeah, that's my favourite tune so far.
Absolutely.
That is, I feel like you and Potter really complemented each other in that, and I feel like he was the perfect person for that. Perfect person.
What made you actually want to sing on that hook? Because I know that you be doing it, you be throwing down some melodies and whatnot, but we don't get it a load. So what is it about that song that you wanted to kind of do some more melodic kind of hook?
I think it's just the beat, you know.
Yeah,
it's
cold,
the beat. The beat is like, it's inviting,
Champagne music brings that out in you.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Best tune so far, man.
No, I can't, bro. Bless.
They wanna hit me with a Rico. I really try to do good doing evil.
So it is.
These ones crazy, don't know what you
He's going for the wheel it. Yeah, these are classic Headie.
I think this was one of my favourites though. Yeah, one of them.
What I want to ask you is that the position you're in music and in life, you're very blessed, you're very fortunate, yeah? And 11 jails and 11 free flows, like even to look back on it now, like, because I've been having chats with my mates and it's like, it's easy to say things, but you've actually lived it. Like what's the feeling to look back on your life and been through all of that and to be here now? Like,
It's nice, isn't it? Nice one, yeah.
I feel like that's a classic Headie answer.
Nice one.
I love your pop culture references, because sometimes you come out with things, I'm like, what? How do you know about this? Like, I love it.
Okay, this is sounding kind of Jersey club
Don't
vibe.
even start talking.
Hey, hey, this is interesting. I ain't never heard you on something like this before.
And ironic, I got this bad B saying that I look like Marlo. I was on a walk to light my spliff, I needed a wick like
Oh my gosh, and you do look like Marlo. From the White House.
Young boys out trying to scan that up block. Gotta treat that strip like a barcode.
Do you know what I hate? The fact that I said I'm gonna start twerking and you literally start saying, yo, the bad beats are twerking. Too predictable.
You're too predictable. Hey, no, that was hard.
Yeah, that was really good.
And like, as I said, I've never heard you on that type of beat before.
Yeah.
But you're very adaptable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Try a little bit, man. Try.
You're very adaptable.
is that your first time on that?
Jersey can, I think so, you know. I'm not sure. Probably like releasing wise.
Yeah.
Well, they don't catch me when I fall, so I gotta take it higher.
It's on Friday, isn't it?
See the ice around my neck and see me walking through the fire.
United, fam.
Yeah.
See a lot of Liverpool.
I know.
what's going on here?
No. It's come on, Pop supports Liverpool, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so he's like, hanging around, yeah.
When like, do you think about the journey of an album and like all the different sounds of songs and what that makes the individual feel? So like, do you think about the kind of cohesion of them to be?
Yeah, I do quite a lot because when I first started this album, in the beginning when I was next to finishing, I felt like it's a bit too sad.
Okay.
It can't just all be sad, cause you have to show like sometimes things can be good. You know what I'm saying? So there was literally like a point where I said, I need to take this a bit more in a positive way.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I think that begins to happen now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Personally, I love it when it sounds like people are praying on a track.
Yeah.
For example, Fridayy saying they want my soul to keep, but it won't prosper. I was there like, amen. Because for real.
Shorty just wanna new honey, bro, promise me you gonna leave his levers, he'll just call him my bluff. I'm still paranoid this oboe, don't talk bit when they're calling me up. Always had ambition, but I wasn't bowling enough. I see 4 up blocks turn into 5, I thought he was warring enough. He thought he was online.
That's a standout track.
I like that.
Who made the beat?
I think it was Ambeza. Yeah, he's got quite a few on this project to start. Because I'm like doing a lot of reflecting, I feel like there's a lot of reflecting to do. But I reached the point when I said I need to like show the progress like musically and also like in how things have got better as time's gone on.
Step with a well-known hazard back. Cause we weren't raised in Eden. Plug light saying he could bring Stockholm. Now there's no work, so across that Sweden. I did wrong for a righteous reason. Kept faith, never been no even.
I got niggas sitting down feeling like those too real for themselves, thinking why they gotta do this. To themselves, thinking how they gotta do this.
Were you with AJ in the studio at the time for that one?
Nah, not at the time, nah.
He spazzed.
No, but I mean,
AJ's a rap
he
star.
would do on that kind of beat. You know what I mean? Like,
That's like his idol, like Sampha.
So I wouldn't have even known that it was Skrillex.
What's Skrillex like?
Nah, Skrillex is cool. He's just down for everything, man. As a producer, like he's actually top tier.
So when you go in the studio, is it like he's just got like tracks ready? Is it like, do you say like now when it's?
Yeah, he just making stuff like. Sometimes we'll have like little stuff that he just ideas that he's got ready, or sometimes we'll just say, like do crazy stuff like just say something that you like into a voice memo, and then turn it into a beat like. Just crazy stuff like that. It's hard.
You want a guy to tell you they love you, ask how far and I say
I do!
I know you want a reason about 1s and 2s, but I gotta make sure I can trust you. You got a soft side, but you could be tough too. Is it real love or do you for lustful? Are you the missing piece to the puzzle?
and you like that one, innit?
Hello. I'm a big fan of when rappers make songs for the women. I do. Do you know when I heard Everything Is Nice of Hailey, I was like, okay, music. Thank you very much. I love it. I love this song.
Oh, thank you.
How did that come about?
Just got the beat, from Äyanna Banks.
Okay.
Äyanna Banks is got like sick instruments and that. Like the beat that just created the vibe from there. Like I just had a feeling straight away that what direction I wanted it to go on.
Lively, all of these night shows have got me jaded. I know it's a Friday, and you like when we make arrangements.
818, fuck this bitch to the 808, yeah. Taste so great, too much.
Guy, man.
Sorry I'm late, smelling like coca, sorry that's fake. Body on the knee now, had to downscale, swap with the scousers for the tree.
That's everything. That's vibing. That's clubs. That's radio. That's every angle, man. You sound so in the pocket, and that you're like, it's like nonchalant audacity, man. It's crazy. That's like the definition of an event. It really, really is, because the way you guys have come up, like you guys have come from nothing, like and that now it's like you guys are some of the biggest hit makers in the game, and it's like even when you still come together, it's still a banger, man. It's still like it's not contrived, it's not try hard, it's not trying to ting, it's just like just slaps straight away.
Tequila make a horny, but when I sip Hennessy, I get laid back and boring.
So when I was like, when I got in trouble a long time ago when I was on Thameside, I had like a 90s R&B CD that I used to play like, see when they used to take all my TV and that, and I had nothing left to put on the stereo, I'd play this 90s thing, 90s CD just to like just chill and catch a vibe, innit? And that was one of my favourite songs that was on that CD and everything. So yeah, that's how I was, when I was speaking to Toddler T, he was like, oh, is there anything on the sample on that? Then I just remembered that song.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
And I mean, what you were saying about like you kind of taking a happy turn with the album now and its sound, I literally hear what you're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's what I love about like albums that can take you through like an emotional journey. Do you know what I mean? So we had all that introspective stuff at the beginning, which is great, and then now it's like, okay, cool. We've heard about how Headie's feeling, and now it's like, okay, cool. Now we're into enjoyment. So it's different emotions, isn't it? It's cold.
Sampha's one of my favourites, still.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, I am.
Thing, man. This is great. I think like,
Yeah, man.
what we've been saying overall is like it's mature, grown music, innit? And we've seen a journey, and like the whole creative of the metallic look and that it shows as advancements. You get me? So like I can't lie, like well done, my bro. Like it's really good, really good. I like it.
I feel like what we heard today is something that is definitely missing from the game. Substance, you know what I mean? You got musical substance there, so it's a great listen. Like it's like you're being greedy with people's listenership. 20 tracks, it's just like, you know what I mean, taking everyone's attention. But it's dope, man. It's like you've done it again, so congrats, man. Well done, man.
I feel like when the live show happens, you're probably gonna have a live band, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
So if you need someone to play the tambourine, I'm here.
It get dark when everything pop off, and you know.
You ever sat there looking at a birdie or thinking I should've, would've, could've. Before I ever got me a chef that's a good as. I was on an up block with the cookers. A young boy going west for the hammers. He's coming like